First of all, topping our news here at 6, Governor Gavin Newsom will likely face a few hurdles this week in the next steps of a recall and a lawsuit over his use of power over the past year. 17's Ashley Zavala has more.
Oral arguments begin Tuesday in the California Court of Appeal in Sacramento over a lawsuit questioning Governor Gavin Newsom's use of power amid the pandemic. This next step comes after the governor appealed a lower court's ruling last year that he abused his executive power and use of the Emergency Services Act to change state law.
We think the law is absolutely on our side. The California Constitution does not countenance an autocratic form of government under any circumstances.
Assemblyman Kevin Kiley is one of 2 Republican lawmakers taking the governor to court over the issue. Oral arguments come 2 weeks after the governor announced the state would drop pandemic-related restrictions and allow for a full reopening of the state June 15th.
That he's planning to continue to exercise these sweeping emergency powers for over 2 more months, regardless of whether there is any justification for it. And so I think it just all the more clearly demonstrates the need for a ruling by the courts, but it's also going to be the first binding precedent by a California Court of Appeal relating to the limits of a governor's emergency power.
We have to remember that people that are filing the suit are Republican legislators who want the governor recalled. I mean, there's pure political motivation.
Stephen Maviglio was press secretary for recalled Governor Gray Davis and is now a Democratic strategist.
I think the governor got a lot of criticism from that in the public court, as opposed to the court system. So I think he's learned his lesson on that. But, I think we're also not in that kind of crisis mode now as we were back then.
In the coming days, elections officials are set to determine whether a recall petition has enough signatures to qualify for the ballot. How much this lawsuit could impact the recall effort is to be seen.
I think everything that the governor does in this day and age has to be viewed through the prism of the recall.
Newsom's office says the governor looks forward to defending the state's emergency response to COVID-19 in the Court of Appeal. Oral arguments begin Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. Reporting at the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, 17 News.